Hey, Pineapple Gang, what's brewing?
Greetings!
Hello, everybody! You made it to Friday! Congratulations! Oh, this is so exciting. So, it's another patron night. The last Friday of every month is always going to be patron night, where we have patrons give us ideas, and then we put them in a digital hat, shake it up, and whatever we find is what we do. But tonight is a little bit different. Usually, patron night, we draw the prompts. However, this month, we are going to play the prompts instead.
What?
Ooh, yeah, I'm just as nervous as everybody else. Yeah. So if you were here with us last week, you saw us design a character. We designed a character for Micah to play tonight. And then over the course of the week, I had patrons fill out a thing, and all the stuff that was in it was be about who you play, what the story's going to be about, and what's going to happen, and a couple more character builds and stuff like that. So we had our patrons fill out a couple, let's say, hurdles that our main character might meet along the way. And we talked a little about the build. So patrons, including free patrons, got to vote on whether or not the character would have either a fire spell build or a water spell build. And I won't spoil which one we chose, because this is going to be the first time that Micah has ever seen this character sheet. Micah, I am sending you your character sheet right now. And this is going to be Akai.
Cool.
There's a lot going on in here, a lot to look at.
Yes.
So everyone watching the stream can actually see the character's base stats, which you rolled the dice for last week on stream. And then everything you do will be based on those stats. I mean, you did okay. Your constitution's pretty good.
Yeah.
We like your constitution. That's a good one. Strength also pretty good. We'll just try really hard not to do anything involving intelligence or wisdom, and you'll probably be fine.
That never happens. Absolutely never happens in TTRPGs.
It's gonna work. We're gonna be fine. So I don't want to give you too much time to look, because it's more fun to tell everyone what's going on at once. So let us actually start our story. The city of East Mori. Tall buildings, narrow streets. Electricity runs in its veins, a technological wonder built out of metal and concrete. They say at night, when the machines hum the loudest, if you can look past the neon lights, you will see it. A single lantern with a small, flickering flame in it. A warm, orange glow, almost jarring amidst all the pale electric blue of the city. That lantern will seem to be only a step away, but every time you move towards it, it is still only a step away. And if you follow it, you will find yourself heading down a staircase sunken into the street, or turning into an alleyway you don't remember. You will wander far longer than makes sense, until suddenly you find yourself at a wooden gate. And beyond that wooden gate, a ryokan with no name. Should you choose to enter, you will be warmly welcomed by staff, and notice almost immediately that none of the other patrons are human. You have found the hidden space where the yokai come. Tonight, like most nights, the dining area is packed. Tables overflow with food and card games as yokai customers play late into the night. And flitting amongst the tables, with a service-ready smile on his face, we have a kitsune. Micah, if you would, please introduce us to your character.
Absolutely. Tonight I am going to be playing Akai. Akai is a kitsune. Has fox-like features in his face, but is a little more humanoid than a normal fox. He wears the uniform of the inn, which is a traditional Japanese ryokan outfit that has a little apron on it. He has an earring that looks like a tiny wind chime on his ear, and a bracelet, a beaded bracelet on one of his hands. And he just is floating from table to table, making sure that everyone is taken care of, sharing little anecdotes, and making sure that everyone just feels very much at home and hospitable in this space.
Excellent. Akai, as you wander around, you hear someone call out from the kitchen, order up, table 12, order up.
You got it. And Akai will rush over to the kitchen.
All right, head to the kitchen, and there you find a plate just piled up with cucumbers. But as you grab it, the head of the kitchen, a Kasa Obake, an umbrella yokai with a single eye, who probably has a name, but here in the kitchen, everyone just calls them Chef, points at you with one of their big, beefy arms. They've got these massive guns on either side, and goes, Akai, as soon as you're done with that, back here, I need you.
Yes, chef. He takes the plate of cucumbers and goes over to the table that ordered it.
Table 12, it's a whole circle of kappa. They're regulars, you know them.
Gotcha.
They're in the middle of a game, so, very deep and focused on what's going on.
All right. Akai will just gently place the plate of the mound of cucumbers just on the corner of the table and just sort of whisper to the closest kappa and go, your usual.
Yeah, thanks, man.
There you go. And we'll walk off back to the kitchen where the chef has requested.
All right, Chef immediately calls you over, motioning once again with this big, beefy arm. They're rolling dough out in front of them, and you can see them stretching and slapping and stretching and slapping over and over and over. Chef is making noodles, their signature dish. And they look at you and say, Akai, I've got a problem. I'm running low on water from Blue Mountain. I need you to head up there to the spring and bring me some back so I can finish this.
Did we not refill before we opened?
Way more customers tonight than expected. I'm gonna need you up there.
Understood. I will head up. I'll be back as soon as I can.
All right. And as you head out the kitchen, Chef also calls. Oh, and don't forget, face on.
Right. Akai just flicks the earring on his ear. It makes a little jingling sound, and it begins to just resonate a lot louder than you would expect something so small to ring out. And then he just, in a swift motion, puts his hand in front of his face, and as it covers his face, it transforms into the face of a human.
All right.
And then he heads out the door and then peels back and is like, is there anything you would like me to pick up while I'm gone?
I just need the water.
You got it. And then heads out the door.
All right. Akai, you move through the city as unseen as always. You know that you and several other yokai take this trek every day to get to Blue Mountain, a place of myth and fable. Any tale or rumor that could be told about it has been. Supposedly the flowers there can cure an illness, or there are stones that grant knowledge. No one's quite sure. But Chef knows for a fact that the water from the spring at the top of the mountain makes the best noodles, and it is the only water that they will use. So no matter what the reason is, the trek to the mountain has become a difficult one. It is covered with guardians and traps and other adventurers, seeking whatever rumor or promise about this mountain has been made. And for you, Akai, the mountain holds a very special fondness, because it's where you first found and formed a spiritual link with your partner, Owl. As you are climbing up the mountain, you sense Owl, or at least the presence of Owl, somewhere on the edge of your mind, calling, going, bro, are we going somewhere? Bro, what are we doing? Bro.
Akai acknowledges at least the idea that Ao is trying to get his attention, and we'll just continue to walk, ignoring
Come on, bro, that's no fun.
this voice.
Let me out. Come on.
You know I can't do that.
I'm
There
bored
are
over here.
humans.
I'm bored.
There are humans present. I
am
can't
bored.
do that.
I am
That's-
bored. The world that I live in is boring. Your world is fun. Can I come over there?
No.
Okay.
You'll just have to
But-
behave yourself.
Don't blame me if someone attacks you or something. You know how it gets on that mountain.
I understand. When I need your help, I'll ask for it.
Okay, but I might be busy then, so I'm just warning you.
Busy being bored?
Well, something might happen. Nothing's gonna happen! Let me over there!
This is exactly the type of conversation that Akai feared would happen as he trekked up this mountain, and just out of instinct, he kind of grimaces, and just a little snaggletooth of his kitsune form shows in his human mouth, as he's just like, why did I make a pact with this creature? And continues to trek up the mountain.
Al can't read your mind unless you let him, but I think he's known you long enough that he senses you're feeling it anyway, and you can hear a smug little voice going, because I'm awesome.
Akai does not grace that comment with any sort of response.
Akai, the trek up the base of Blue Mountain is fairly uneventful. Moonlight filters through the bamboo forests, leaving slashes of silver light dancing in the warm summer breeze. There's a steady stream of chatter coming from Al these days with whatever pops into his mind. It doesn't really seem to be anything important, just whatever he feels like saying. The words, the fact that he's speaking feels more important to him than what he's actually saying at this point in time. And as he is doing this, first roll, everybody. Let's shake that. Instead of shaking a digital hat, I'm actually gonna roll for it because we got dice. Okay, let's see, and that would be. All right, Akai, you see in front of you a figure blocking your path.
A figure?
Silhouette, you're pretty sure human, but there's not a lot
Okay.
more you can tell.
Out of instinct, how far is this this silhouette?
They're about 50 feet away from you.
50 feet away? Do you think, based on like, it's a fairly wooded trail, right? Like
Yes.
there are a lot of trees and stuff like that. It's not like open.
Mm.
Could I? I would like to just sort of duck to the side, like instinctually. I think, given the fact that I am not human, even though I am able to change my appearance, I think I always try to take the path of least resistance when it comes to interacting with other humans.
Okay.
So I would like to sort of just duck to the side,
Sure.
like behind a
all
tree or
right.
something.
So let's get our first roll for Akai here. That's going to be
Ooh.
stealth. All right.
Stealth.
So stealth is based on your dexterity score. So if you could roll
Gotcha.
for me a d20 and then add your dexterity score, which looks to be a +1, and let me know
Right.
what you get.
So I get to roll a d20 and then add +1. Shoot!
Mm-hmm.
It was on 13 and then just tipped over
Uh-huh.
to a 5 + 1.
Okay, so that's a 6. So good news, bad news. So the difficulty level of this stealth was 15, and you definitely didn't clear 15. 6 is a smaller number. However, if you ever roll 10 lower than the difficulty, that's a critical failure instead of just a standard failure. So thankfully, you just made it within. Just a standard failure, not a critical failure.
Great.
Yeah, Akai, how are you trying to sneak through these bamboo trees?
I think Akai, very much like how a fox is very good at weaving through things. Akai is going to quickly weave between two bamboo trees, but will forget that he is wearing a little pack on his back, and is going to slip through two of the bamboo poles and get caught. Oh. Great.
As you twist around, these long trees sway and start clacking into each other. And the figure who was 50 feet away is very, very suddenly not 50 feet away. They move a little faster than you expect them to. And as they get closer, you do see it as a human, but they are carrying something immense, something heavy, ponderous even. And as they get closer, they go, "Hello there, friend. What's your name?"
Do I go by a different name as a human?
Oh, I think that'd be up to you.
Sure. All right. I'll be like, "Oh, hello there. I'm Otsko. Nice to meet you. Fancy meeting you on this brisk trail." Still
Yes,
stuck
of
in the
course.
bamboo.
Fancy meeting you. My name is Mary, and I was just wondering if you love knowledge.
Mary?
Yes.
That's a very exotic sounding name.
Hmm?
Are you from here, Mary?
Oh, no, I'm a traveler.
Ah. Hang on. Blue Mountain,
Hmm?
right?
Yes.
Is known for a lot of it has like this kind of like power behind it. We revere it as yokai. What's this human doing here? That's not
People show up on the mountain a lot too, because there's so many
lot of like
rumors.
a lot of
Humans show up a
pilgrims?
lot. Yeah,
Well,
because they're always
specifically-
looking for magical items and things like that as well. It's
Gosh.
every rumor that could exist does exist, and so humans come here all the time.
How do yokai feel about that?
It would depend. I think, there are as many opinions as there are yokai.
Are they happy to share this knowledge, or do they find these travelers to be more like they pillage, they take things from the mountain that they shouldn't?
There are some who dislike it, so there are a lot of like guardians of the mountain, for example, who try to stop people from getting too far. There are others who think
Yeah.
it's great. Al's opinion is the more the merrier, for example.
Okay.
He just
Well-
likes people, but it depends.
Then I guess that would be my stance on it. I just wasn't sure if I should be suspicious. Can I observe the thing that she's holding?
Sure.
That Mary's holding?
Yeah. That's gonna be. Let's roll. I suppose that would be. I'll call it a society check.
Society
Yeah,
check.
we'll call
Oh.
that a society check. Now, society is based on your intelligence score. So, roll me a d20 and then add your intelligence score, which does appear to be -1.
What happened? Okay, I just need to tell chat.
Okay.
I was just testing out the rolls of the dice earlier before we went live, just right before we went live, and I was rolling decently. I had 17, 15, 13, pretty good stuff. I just rolled a 1. -1.
Okay. 1 minus, so you rolled a 0.
As I'm trying to get a better look at that thing, I try to like move some of the branches out of the way, and it slips out of my hand and smacks me in the face.
Okay, so that's interesting, because if you roll a nat 1 and a nat 20, it takes whatever you would have gotten, pass or fail, and then makes it one step worse. So what exactly are you looking at? Like, are you trying to look at that big, heavy thing that Mary's holding on to?
Yeah.
Okay, like at a glance you can tell it's very square, very boxy. I think looking at it at this point in time, you are absolutely convinced that Mary has shown up on this mountain carrying a giant marimba.
I really like your marimba.
Mary looks down at the thing in her hand and says, "What, this? Oh no, this is a set of encyclopedias. I sell them. Are you interested?"
Like I said, I love marimbas.
Encyclopedia.
That's what
Are
I
you
said.
familiar?
Yeah. You
Books, they're
you play.
books, friend.
Oh, books.
Would you like to buy them? Would you like to buy a set? I can cut you a great deal.
I'd be much happier if you cut me out of this tree.
Okay, well, how about if I cut you out of the tree, you buy a set of encyclopedias?
Never mind, I'll just stay here forever.
Well, that doesn't seem like a great idea.
I'm afraid I don't have any money.
In the back of your head, you can hear Al go, "Can I bite her? I can bite her. Summon me, I can bite her. I can just bite her."
Oh, no.
Can you bite her?
No. No.
Okay. How about I can roar at her. I can roar at her and scare her away. How about that?
You can roar at her?
I can roar at her. I can roar at her real good, bro. Come on, bro. I can roar so good.
I highly doubt that.
Let me go. Let me over there. She seems interesting. What's an encyclopedia?
I'm just going to ignore the very loud cacophony of sound that's happening in my head only. And just be like, I'm sorry, I don't have any money.
Well, that's okay. We take credit.
I'm sorry, what?
We take credit. You can pay in installments.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I don't make enough to spend frivolously.
Knowledge is the most important thing in the world.
I'm afraid I don't have much of it.
Which is why you need to buy this wonderful set of encyclopedias. Look, it's even gilded along the edges.
That is gorgeous, but unfortunately, I don't have any money on me.
Let's see if you can convince her to let you go. Let's try... Oh, actually, this might work out really well in your favor. Let's try a diplomacy roll. So your diplomacy roll is
Okay.
based on your charisma, which is only +1. However, you are trained in diplomacy. That was a bonus that came from building your character sheet. So you actually get +7 to whatever you roll for diplomacy.
Whoa.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Roll better. Oh, that's a 16. +7, so 23?
23! Okay! Yeah, Mary, whose smile never once drops from her face, is like, "Oh, well, that's too bad, but make sure you call
Well,
me if you ever want to buy anything."
I will, in this moment, because Akai is also, because he works in the hospitality industry and everything like that, he's extremely good with interacting with people. But on top of that, he is a storyteller. He is an actor. And so in this moment, he's like, I guess I have no other choice. And so kind of like tilts his head a little bit so his bangs slightly cover his eyes, and quivers his lip, and it's just like, I'm actually quite embarrassed. I come from a poor family. We don't have much, and I spend most of my days toiling away, working multiple jobs just to provide for my sick parents. And I'm afraid I can't, as much as I would love to. I just can't.
So Mary immediately, that's the saddest story I've ever heard. And she wanders off down the path, sobbing, but also muttering to herself, "They told me there would be so many people on this mountain. How come I can't sell a single encyclopedia?"
As she turns, I think a little flicker of light flashes on in like Akai's eyes of just mischief of something, a manipulation worked. It activates sort of that trickster sort of personality that he has, this feeling of almost this compulsion to just cause some trouble. And so his eyes slightly, the pupils sort of dilate a little bit, and you see sort of the true color of his eyes in his human form as he goes, "Hey, Ao,
Yeah.
you want to have some fun?"
Yeah, let's have some fun.
And he's going to summon Ao and ask Ao to pickpocket one of the books
Okay.
as she walks away.
Awesome. Tell us a little bit about Ao.
Ao is a Nekomata, this cat spirit with two tails that are a flame, and one of his ears, or one of their ears, is also a flame. But whenever Akai summons Ao, a red sort of eyeliner type of like kabuki style makeup appears on his eye, and it also appears on Ao's eye to show that they are connected.
Nice. All right. So, Ao, who you summon into the little blue flame wraps up around you, and Ao appears and goes,
All right, what are we gonna do, bro? What are we gonna do?
Why don't you snag one of those books that our crying friend walking away has?
Okay. Which one? She's got so many.
Whichever one looks great.
Okay.
he rushes off. Let's see. So, Ao actually gets +7 to thievery. So, this might actually really, really work. Let's see.
Excellent.
Oof. Okay. So he rolled a 7.
Can we say that because she's distracted by the tears and everything like that, that's like the help action, so I can give Ao advantage?
You could. All right. In fact, roll for me a deception check. Deception's gonna be based on your charisma, so that's +1.
Okay. Roll high. 14?
14?
Yeah, why not?
We'll give Al +1. So you give Al 8, and Al gets +1. And that means 17 plus 7 plus 1 is 15, which exactly meets the difficulty. So, whew, barely made it in. Al runs around. I'm gonna roll. Let's see. Roll a d20. Okay. It's 8, so that's H. Al returns with the H volume.
Excellent.
What's this? What's this?
I don't know, but I'm sure it's something very interesting.
Okay, it's kinda heavy.
And I'll take it and put it into the pack that's on my back and get out of that tree finally.
All right. And that is our first hurdle cleared on your journey up the mountain. Congratulations.
We won the game.
Sure.
Oh.
As you work your way up the mountain, you notice that things start to get a little bit quieter. You're further away from the city. The only noise at this point in time is Ao, who is still talking. He's padding alongside you now with his tails waving, very pleased. And he's still chatting, going, talking about how
It was kind of weird. And also, oh, wow, the weather's kind of warm right now. That's pretty great. Over in my place, it's always the same exact weather no matter what, which is pretty boring. What you got there, boss? What are we doing? Where are we going anyway?
We're going up the mountain to get water like we usually do.
Oh, yeah, get water. Can I have some noodles?
I don't make the noodles.
Yeah, I want some of the noodles, though. You gotta get them for me. Chef doesn't like it. Chef doesn't like it when I'm in the kitchen. So you gotta get some for me.
I mean, I suppose you deserve a reward for getting that book, so sure.
Okay, thanks, bro.
and as you head up this path, how are we gonna play this one? You hear a gentle sobbing, just a soft, quiet sobbing coming from somewhere ahead on the path.
What's the equivalent of a perception check here?
Oh, you can make a perception check.
Oh, I can?
Your perception would be +8.
Where is that?
That's in the third column. It's perception separate from skills.
Oh, I see.
Yep. So yeah, roll me d20, add 8.
Ooh, 14 plus 8, 22.
Dang. Okay, yeah. You hear gentle sobbing. The voice sounds also pretty human, masculine, and you do see someone sitting by the side of the road, or more like sprawled out in it. They're blocking the way. They look
Sprawled out?
like sort of just lying there, like. And as some of the cloud cover disappears and the moonlight lights them up, you see they're wearing a really nice uniform, buttons, 2 rows of buttons, a nice little cap. You recognize that they are probably a train conductor.
Train conductor?
A train conductor.
What are they doing up here on the mountain in the middle of the night?
Crying, it would seem. Softly.
I mean, who among us, right? Oh God. Do I have the ability to? What do I have the ability to shift my appearance into? Just humanoid things, or can I turn into like?
You only have
an
your human
animal?
form and your kitsune form.
Gotcha. Okay. Well. I'm going to whisper to Al and go, like, hey, I'm gonna go up ahead to see what's going on. You stay here and watch my back. If anything happens, or if you
I
see
bite him.
anything,
If anything happens, I bite him.
only if it looks like I'm in danger.
I bite him.
For a brief moment, I'm going to shift my face back to the kitsune form and go, if you don't be good, I'm gonna bite you.
Ah, bro, you're so funny.
Go back to my human form and go, behave.
Okay.
This could be dangerous. And then I'll sort of slowly make my way towards the person on the ground, as if I'm just a traveler trekking through the mountain.
All right. As you approach, you hear him muttering to himself, "It's useless. It can't be done. It's too hard to get to the top of this mountain. Now my wish will never come true."
Very dangerous indeed. Hi.
My wish
With my
will never
understa-
come true.
With my understanding of how tall this mountain is, about how far up did he make it?
It's not been that far.
Good. Good. Excellent. Great. Fantastic. I guess I'll just initially just sort of like slow my pace as I approach, just to take a look, see if there's anything else I can observe about, like, do I recognize the uniform from, like, which train this is from, or anything like that? Does he have any wounds on him?
No, he's clearly local. There's a robust train station in East Mori, or a train system. He's definitely local. You don't really remember him, but you don't take the train that often.
Obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, yokai have their own form of transport. He just seems really sad. You don't really see any wounds or anything.
Gotcha. And then I'm just going to just cheekily continue walking. Just to see what happens.
He moans and rolls over and tangles his legs in yours.
Oh,
Useless.
pardon me. And then I'll just pretend to continue walking just to see if he, like, gets sadder.
Sure, yeah. You keep walking and he doesn't go after you, but you notice, as you keep walking, you hear,
Hey, mister, what's wrong with you?
Al is standing next to him, poking him with a paw.
Mister, what's wrong? What's wrong with you?
Blessed. I want to snap my fingers and make him disappear.
Ah!
And I gotta do something loud and distracting in order to justify that. So maybe I'll just fall.
The train conductor rolls over and goes, "Are you also looking for the wish that this mountain grants? Let me tell you, it's too hard."
Is there? Am I familiar with this idea or this?
These
myth?
rumors are a mile a minute. It could be a flower, it could be a fallen star, it could be anything. It could be you have to catch a boar. It's unclear.
But it's essentially X equals wish.
Yeah, but there are a lot of, you go on the mountain, you find a thing,
Gotcha.
it grants you a wish.
I guess for the sake of keeping up appearances, I'll be like, for a brief second, I'll jim the camera, and just be like, and then kind of just go. Yes, I am looking for something on this mountain too, but I can't find it.
Roll deception for me. That's gonna be a +1 for you.
Why? Why did I choose this? Why did I choose this? 17 plus 1, so 18.
18 will do it. He believes you. And he
Excellent.
just sort of rolls over and says, what is your wish?
Just turn to him and be like, it's a secret.
He nods, understanding. Goes, that makes sense. Mine is, I wish I knew how to explain to people that being a train conductor is not the same thing as being a train engineer. Everyone thinks I'm the one who makes the train go, and I am not. And I can't explain. No one understands it. I try to explain it to them.
Hang on, I need to press the pause button. Hey, chat, I think this is harassment. I think tonight, this whole guise of let's play a fun little game and everything is actually just an excuse for harassment. Help! Help! All right.
Listen,
Pause.
I only have 5 seconds to come up with something after pulling this thing out of a hat. And when I get train conductor, the first thing that comes into my mind is they're not the same thing as train engineers. That's all I've got. That is all I've got. So, you know, I don't know that I'm acting like, oh, we've got to I don't know what is going to happen in 5 minutes from now. I
That's
pull
the
out
joy
a
of
word and go,
TTRPGs.
that's the story now. And right now, the story is train conductor.
As you do.
And play. Boop.
All right, and yeah, start. Akai, there's like I think Akai's just enamored by the silliness of the situation. This has activated his kitsune instincts of just being a little troublemaker, and then he just kind of goes, "They're not the same thing."
Inside of your head, you hear Al go, what's train?
Shh. And just fully ignores him and goes, "I always thought they were the same thing."
His sobs crescendo in nature. He goes, that's why I try to explain it to people, and it's only magic, only the gods, only the power of this mountain can help me now. There is no way. It is impossible. He rolls over and his hand grabs your wrist. It's a vice grip. It is way harder than you expect it to be. He goes, I don't suppose you can help me. I can't make it to the top of the mountain, and I don't even know how I would go about catching a star. I do not know. Do you know any way to make people understand?
You do realize. Oh no. Well, let's go with this first thought first. You do realize that you have a lot farther to go to get to the top, right?
I'm not gonna make it.
You barely started.
I'm not gonna make it.
And then Akai was like, I'm not sure if you saw a woman pass by here who's carrying a large stack of what looked like marimbas. Well, apparently, they're marimbas of knowledge.
Knowledge.
So I'm sure if you bought several of them, you could teach people through the marimbas of knowledge what exactly a trained pilot is.
Let me roll some awareness for him. Let me give him a. All
Roll
right, right in the middle. He's right in the middle. It adds up to 13. So he doesn't catch that you say that. Essentially, I was checking to see if he caught that you said pilot, and he just goes, "Marimbas of knowledge. That's great. I don't even know what marimbas are, but I bet I will once I get the marimbas of knowledge." Yes, you've done a good thing, Fred. Thank you. And he sits up, dusts off his neat uniform, adjusts his cap, and wanders back down the mountain.
Okay, so far I think I have completely messed up 2 people on this
On the bright
train.
side, that's the second hurdle cleared.
Cool. Awesome. Oh no. Gang, this is... TTRPGs are harder when you're playing by yourself and you don't have other people to cover for your stupid.
Within your head, you hear Al going,
What's marimba? What's a train? Why is he so sad? Can I come over? I want to come over. Can I come over?
No, I told you to watch my back, and instead you talked to this guy.
It looked like something was wrong with him. I wanted to know what. He didn't hurt you, right? So I was watching your back. Ugh, bro.
Yeah. How did I meet this thing again?
On the mountain.
No, how? Not where.
"Oh, you were on the mountain to get water, and he helped you get water because the spring is sometimes hard to get to. It moves."
Gotcha. Oh, it moves. Gotcha. So, and I can't get rid of him now?
You've made a pact.
I feel like I was tricked in this.
You've made a
but
pact.
why
Your
not?
lives are entwined.
Oh, no. Great. Well, awesome. I'm going to continue ignoring Al and just trek up the mountain again.
All right, you move your way up the mountain and come to a cave entrance. You can hear the soft whistling of the wind against the entrance. It's set into the side of the mountain, and even as this spring of water moves around, you know it's always in the back of the cave. So, sometimes you have to go much further to find it. Sometimes it's all the way down here, and today it appears to be all the way down here.
Gotcha. This water, is this something that that the yokai don't want humans finding?
I think it would again depend on the yokai. Some aren't interested in sharing, others are like, whatever.
Well, I was just wondering if it's considered sacred or something that I have to be careful about.
No, everyone just loves it because it tastes good.
Oh, fantastic. Then
Yep.
I'll just go in.
Yeah. It's very dark in here. You do have low light vision, so you can see a little bit, but the further you get into it, the darker it becomes.
Would Owl be able to light my path with
I'll light
a
your
flame
path,
tail
yes.
and everything? Then I will once again, eyes glow, snap my fingers, and I'll summon Owl.
Yeah, hey bro, where are we? Oh, we're in the cave. Awesome. I didn't realize we were so close to the spring already.
Yeah, it is closer than usual.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right.
And he starts like jauntily walking ahead of you.
All right. Where are we going? Where are we going? To the spring. To the spring.
I'll just let him walk.
He's wandering. I mean, it's in a different place, so there's really no right or wrong decision at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, that's not great.
Not
Let's
great for
see.
you or not great for me?
Not great for Owl. I made him roll a quick perception check. He does get a +6 to his perception, but he only rolled 2. So he does not notice the Now we're gonna find out what he doesn't notice.
Okay.
The train conductor.
The train conductor has returned. Okay. You hear it before he does. It's a weird shuffling sound that as it gets closer you realize is the sound of roller skates. And as Al walks along, waving his flame-lit tails in front of him, on just the edge of the ring of light that he creates, you see the leg with the roller skate come into view. And then a second roller skate. And then a third. And a fourth.
What?
And coming into the light, you see a giant spider on roller skates. And the spider looks at you and goes,
No,
hello!
No.
Hello! Hello!
Have I had a stroke? What?
I do believe the exact prompt, let me read it, is massive singing spider wearing roller skates.
Apologies to our chat who are not good with spiders.
We're not gonna draw any.
Is this thing like barreling towards Owl?
It's moving pretty quick.
Okay, just instinctively I will run and like tackle and roll to get Owl out of the way.
All right. Yeah, you do. I was like, what you doing, bro? Oh, What's that? What's that?
That, I think, is bad news. And I think I'm going to change into my kitsune form and just yell, run!
Okay. Let's see. That's gonna be, in order to get away from this, what are we thinking? Probably an acrobatics check. So,
I need
good
to-
news is...
I was going to say, would this be athletics?
Oh, it could be athletics. Yeah. So athletics, that'll be +2 for you because athletics
So I
is
get a
based on
+2.
strength.
Yeah.
And you're carrying Al, so I won't have to roll for Al.
Yeah. I'll use him like a lantern. Just by the scruff of his neck and just...
What is that thing, bro? What was it? What was that? There's a lot of wheels.
I have no idea. It's almost as if other people came up with this. Oh, shh. Don't swear. Don't swear. Don't
We're
swear.
live. We're live. We can't edit this out.
Well, that is it's like, okay, so if in terms of like the scale, if we're thinking about like, this is a giant spider, right? A giant singing spider. We'll just consider this to be like a giant singing bird that will peck at the giant singing spider, because I rolled a 4, but it's a really good 4.
It's a great 4.
It's a great 4, and I had +2 to that. So just think about it. It was a 4. It was like a bird, spider eating bird 4 +2. So now it is a spider eating bird 6.
6. Right. So Al, being held by the scruff of his neck, swinging, is like,
Bro, faster, faster. Oh, it's getting on us.
and in a flurry of 32 wheels around, I had to do the math real quick. The spider comes skidding to a halt in front of me and says, "Hello, are you here for my concert?"
Is there anything I can roll that will give me sort of like an insight into like, if I say no, does this thing look like it will be upset? What's the vibe
let's
of this
see.
singing
You could
spider?
roll. society, or you could roll diplomacy. Now, you have a -1 to society, and you have a +7 to diplomacy. So I know what I'd recommend.
Yeah, I'm really torn between these two very equal choices.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Do
pick
you want-
diplomacy. Okay, 14 on the die plus 7. So that's 21.
21 clears it. Excellent. This
If I were a
spider is-
diplomat,
If you were a diplomat. It doesn't look like it would be offended if it says no, but, and I'll give you this word for free, more concerningly, this spider seems to enjoy singing tunes from famous litigious corporation. In fact, it takes a deep breath, and you can practically hear the music cues of a famous song that we definitely don't have the rights to.
oh no. We're gonna get a copyright strike because of this dang spider, so I have to get out of here. Oh. Not one of the things I considered problem solving in tonight's session in the slightest. I don't even know how to fix this scenario or to clear this hurdle. Let's see. Hang on. I'm gonna look at my skills just to see if there's anything that I can use in this moment. I don't want to get into a fight, but maybe I have to. Okay. Maybe. Okay. All right. First, I would like to I'm still in my fox form, right? My kitsune form. So I put a finger to its lips.
Hello.
And go, shh, wait. What is a song without dancing? And then I'll reach into my apron pocket and pull out a fan. I have apparently a fighting fan in my pack, and I will be like, shall we? And I would like to use the fan to do like a traditional dance while it sings.
Sure. What is, are you trying to just like calm it down or get it to stop singing, or what's the outcome?
I would like to distract it or like have it just sort of caught up in the moment, and then I'm gonna do a different thing.
Okay, in that case, let's do a performance check then.
Ooh, excellent.
Yes,
I
and
have a
your so
+7 to
performance
that.
is based on charisma, but since you're trained, you get +7 instead.
Excellent. Please roll high. That's not high. That is a 5. So 5 + 7, 12.
12. All right. The spider watches Akai dance back and forth a little bit and finally goes, maybe it would work better if you also had roller skates. It's not quite landing.
Bums me out. Okay. Well, I was going to use that as a distraction, so maybe I'll just do it anyway. I'm still holding Ow. And go, perhaps you're right. Foolish me, and then sort of flick the fan like that. And by doing so, I would, since Ow's ear is right next to my mouth, I would like to cast a cantrip, which is a spell. Well, that's not a spell, but it's a part of my magic. And I would like to cast Eat Fire.
Cool. You can do that.
Awesome. With the intent of belching smoke.
Awesome. So yeah, Eat Fire does allow you to bleh all of it back out. So you do, creating a smoke screen around you,
Yes.
filling this space in the cave with smoke.
And that doesn't, because it's a cantrip, it doesn't cost any
Yeah,
spell
you don't
points.
burn any spell slots for that.
Excellent.
Al
So
is
it
still
says
in your
that
hands.
I create a smoke cloud in a 5-foot burst within 20 feet,
Mm-hmm.
and all creatures within the smoke cloud are concealed, and it lasts for a minute or until it is dispelled by a strong wind.
Yep. Yeah, Al's going.
What's going on? What? I can't see anything. What's going on? What are you doing, bro? What?
Cover it.
I don't-
Sorry, keep it down, and then I'll use that cover to flee.
All right. Let's see. Let's make a. I don't know. It's an athletics check. What are we gonna do in order to get out of here? Yeah, we'll do an athletics check. And.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll do that.
So I get a +2 to my athletics, right?
Yes, and I'll lower the difficulty since you're using the smoke.
That is a 9 total.
Woof. All right. You don't quite mean it, so you do manage to make it away. But as you do, you run straight into a wall. The spider is gone, but you did run into a wall. Let's see real quick if you take any damage. You don't. You don't take any damage though, so you didn't run that hard. But Al's like,
Hey, bro, what do you do that for? It hurts.
I should have changed to my human form. Just got my snout. It's so terrible.
Oh wait, you hit me too though.
Yeah, I'll just take my fan and go, shut
Al
up.
shrugs.
You know, I could have just bit him.
I don't think you wanted to bite that spider.
Yeah, I wanted to hear him sing.
Actually, don't think you would have.
Okay.
And I'll guess I'll continue using Ow as my lantern and just be like, let's just find the spring so we can get off this mountain and stop running into so many people. It's so busy today.
On the bright side, third hurdle cleared. All right. You wander your way through a little bit more, holding Al aloft. He is once again just chatting about whatever, like,
Wow, I wonder what kind of songs he was gonna sing. By the way, you never told me what a train is, or an encyclopedia, or a marimba. I don't know what any of those things are. Anyway, I hope you tell me one day. This is really interesting. Oh, hey, I think I smell water this way.
And I'll move towards whichever direction he's really drawn to.
all right. As you do, you find yourself in a space where you see the spring, but between you and the spring is a wall. Just sort of like trees have grown up underground. They're all quite brittle, but it looks like there's going to be a lot of effort to clear the way in order to get rid of them.
Wow, what happened here?
I don't know. So is it like just since I have to imagine it, is it essentially like the trees have and the roots and everything have just sort of created this like I can't sneak through, I can't.
It's as if there was a forest above ground and then it all sort of collapsed underground. So it's just a bunch of trunks tightly packed together. Like you can see between little gaps, and thanks to Al's smelling, know that the spring is on the other side. However, they are very densely packed. They're not like growing out of the ground. The roots aren't like in the ground. It's just a bunch of trees stacked on each other.
Gotcha. But there's no space for me to like squeeze
Not really.
through.
Al sort of wriggles his way out of your hands while you're looking at this, and rushes over to one of the trees and goes,
Whoa, what's this?
and he sort of paws at it. The tree is very old. Some of it crumbles under his touch.
Oh.
They're not that strong, bro.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that we could probably light it on fire. They look pretty dry.
Fire? We can do fire. We can do fire.
Yeah.
I can do fire.
Yeah. Does Al have any spells that I could use in this moment?
Let's see. Al has a couple of options. He has one called Ignition, which does exactly what it sounds like.
Excellent. Just sort of checking the area before I tell Al to just sort of go wild with this. Is there anything, like outside of the trees, is there anything flammable that's nearby? Like,
It's hard to tell. It does feel like they're probably really connected to things. You assume if you start a blaze, it's gonna go further than you can manage.
oh, that's not great, is that? Okay. Dang.
As you're thinking this, you see owls just sort of prancing and bouncing around, smooshing like one of the trees. Goes, ha 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 ha! Take that! Ha, 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 ha. I got one of them.
Whoa. That was fast. Could we potentially do this again?
Yeah, you can just sort of smash them.
Amazing. Is there a... Is Al just gonna go to town on all of these trees?
You can't. There are a lot of trees, so it's
Okay.
not that hard to squish them down, but it's gonna take a long time.
Gotcha. Could I use the trees to, like a tree to squish more trees?
You do have a spell called Timber, which
Yeah.
causes you to drop a large heavy thing upon what's in front of you.
Can I do that? Can I just...
You could absolutely do that. And your Timber, Akai, is very, very special. Now, normally, when someone casts Timber, a tree appears and falls over. You know, Timber.
Yeah,
As it
as you would
were.
expect.
But your Timber connects to an alternate reality. So you don't know what happens, but every time that you use Timber, something else appears and shows up to smash instead.
Then Akai's gonna go, well, I know I learned this ability a while ago, but I'm a little rusty and I can't quite remember how it goes, but I've always wanted to try. Flicks the earring again and casts Timber.
Awesome. A reclining chair falls out of nowhere, landing right on a tree, and then the handle and the foot and the head smash two other trees, and then the reclining chair disappears, leaving some cleared area for you.
Amazing. How many spell slots does Timber take?
Timber's a cantrip. You can keep going. It's free.
Amazing. This is great. This is fantastic. Okay, cool. I would like to keep doing that. I would like to do that one more time.
All
Move
right, you
forward,
cast Timber
cast it
again. This time, a bookcase full of books smashes down. Books go flying, knocking off branches of other trees in the area.
Oh, hey, look, more marimbas.
Ah, is that what a marimba is? I didn't know.
Pretty sure.
Okay.
It's clearing way more space. This is working.
Excellent. We'll move forward and just do it again.
All right, you do it again. This time, a diamond the size of a boulder comes barreling through, disappears. Just a half second, you were very rich.
Drats, my family. I could have provided for them.
You've cleared enough space, and the spring is on the other side.
Excellent.
Al races ahead of you, so excited.
There it is, there it is, there it is. We're gonna have noodles. We're gonna have noodles.
But before he reaches the spring, he skids to a stop and goes,
What? What's that?
What's
and
what?
slightly out of your vision until you pop around, you see a treasure chest sitting right there. Never seen that before.
Bro, what is that?
Bro, can I go look? And Al just starts trotting over to the chest.
Nope.
Ah!
I'll snap my fingers and unsummon him
Ah!
and be like, I'm not letting him touch things like that. How far away is it?
It's about 10 feet away from the spring. It's just
10
sitting there.
feet away from the spring. Okay, Micah doesn't like this one bit. but I don't know if Akai does. So I'm gonna roll a d6. Evens, Akai knows what is aware of what I know. Odds, Akai's clueless.
If you want. Oh, actually, no. Go ahead.
Yeah, what's
I
up?
was gonna say you could make a check on it if you wanted, but go ahead. Roll
Oh
first.
yeah, sure. Let's do a check. What would you like me to roll?
All right. Let us roll. Perception? Yeah, give it a perception check.
Okay.
Because you've got +8 to your perception.
Rolled 11. Yeah, +8, so that's 19.
All right. Oh, okay. Let's see. What does Micah think is happening?
Micah doesn't like it when treasure chests are in the same room as the thing that you're supposed to get. The true treasure is the water. Why is there a chest here? So, Akai, brings Ao back, and then just is it like between me and the spring?
Just conveniently off to the side.
Conveniently off to the side.
Yeah, like
is there
you
a
go
way
to the
for
spring
me to?
and you're like, oh.
Okay. Just for kicks, I'm going to. Let's see. What do I have? Can I do something? What's in my inventory? Do I have anything?
You have a healing potion. You have a coin.
Okay. All right. I have a coin.
You have a coin.
Okay.
A coin.
How much is it worth?
Well, you paid a little extra
one
for
coin?
it. One coin. Yeah, it's you have a predictable silver coin which lands whichever side up you want it to.
Excellent. All right. I'll take that coin and just be like, all right, heads, you treat me well. Tails, we're gonna have a talk later. And I want to sort of like toss the coin past the chest, just to see what happens.
Clink, clink, clink. Lands on the ground.
Nothing happens?
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Actually, do you toss it over the chest or you try to toss it on the chest?
I'm gonna say on the chest.
On the chest. All right. You toss it on
Let's
the
play
chest.
a little dangerously. Yeah.
It lands on the chest with a weird little splat and kind
I
of
thought so.
sticks to it. A little ooze comes off and the coin sticks to the chest.
Gotcha. Did it land heads or tails?
Which side did you want it to land?
I wanted it to land on heads so that. Yeah.
You can choose which side it lands on, or you can be random. Do you want it to be randomized, or did you pick which way it landed?
Let's do randomized. It'll be fun.
All right. Then it landed tails.
We're gonna have a talk later. Cool. And Akai just goes, well, that's interesting. Let's see. Just keeping my eye on it. I'm gonna just sidestep keeping my distance. Sidestep and just go over to the spring and begin to fill the. I'm assuming I have maybe some like bamboo canisters, and just begin to fill them with water. Not taking my eyes off of the chest.
All right. Nothing happens. You fill up the water. You're doing great.
Okay. See, Micah wants to fight this thing. Micah wants to have some fun, but I don't know. Without a party, this feels extremely reckless to do. Okay. let's see. Chat. Should Akai interact with this thing or just leave?
Ooh, good question. All right. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna put a poll in chat, and we're gonna take a quick break. And when we come back, whatever chat says is what happens.
Sounds fun.
So, ran the poll. Looks like everyone wants you to go touch the treasure chest.
Yeah, I gotta get my coin back after all.
Yeah. You know, it's hard coin to come by. So, you
Yeah, I
fill up
want
on
that
water.
back.
You got
Yeah.
delicious water. You're doing great. And you can hear all in your head going,
Bro, why'd you throw your coin away?
I didn't throw it away. I was just testing to see
I
what
just
this
wanted
thing
to look
was.
at it.
If you wanted to touch it,
I wanted to touch it, yeah.
yeah, I think something bad would have happened if you touched it.
Yeah, I wanted to touch it.
You still want to touch it?
Yeah, can I touch it?
No.
Can I look at it?
No. Well, maybe. Depends on what happens.
You're no fun.
Let's see. Huh?
You're no fun. You're no fun.
That's correct. I am no fun. Oh, I hate it when he makes that sound in my head. It's the worst. Akai is. Oh, hey, one of my weapons is a rope dart. What's a rope dart?
it's like a kunai on the rope that you throw.
Oh, excellent. I would like to use my rope dart and like aim it at my coin.
Okay.
Actually, no, I can't really do that, can I? I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm curious to see what happens if I just throw the rope dart at the chest and try to like either move it or like lift it open.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah. Roll an attack for me.
All right.
All right. So that would
How do I do
be rolling your d20, and then the weapon itself will have its own stats that tell you how much to add.
Okay, so this would be a ranged strike.
Yes. So in this case, it would be a ranged strike. You would get +8 to it.
T plus 8.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right. Oh, 17 plus 8, so 25 to hit.
25. All right. Yeah. And you're trying to just sort of rip the coin bag off?
I was gonna see if I could like lift the lid open, or just to see how it interacts.
All right.
Yeah.
So you throw the kunai and thunk, it lands in the chest, and the chest goes, "Ow!" The lid opens up. It is, and chat has called it a mimic.
I thought so. Micah thought so and didn't want to do this, but
I just
Yeah.
find it interesting that chat both called it as a mimic and said that you should probably touch it.
yeah. When I said we're gonna have a talk later, I also meant this. Yeah. I don't want to fight a mimic.
As the
I
mimic
also love the-
opens.
Hang on. So I did this, and the mimic just fully went, ow!
Ow. It went ow. It opened up, it went ow. Its teeth, its tongue, everything. It starts bloop, 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 moving towards you. It is
I
time
hate
to roll
that.
initiative.
Here we are.
Mm-hmm.
All right, rolling initiative. I
That'll
have.
be a d20, and you add
D20?
8 to it.
Where is that? Oh, that's the same thing as perception. Initiative. Cool. Roll high. Oh, that's pretty good. 16 plus 8, so 24.
Uh-oh. So the mimic rolled a 5. Its perception is pretty decent, but not enough to overcome 24. So you go first.
Yeah, let's go.
this is gonna be interesting. So for Pathfinder, for people who haven't played before or who are familiar, say, with D&D, fighting is very similar, but not exactly the same. In Pathfinder, you get 3 actions per round. Sounds a lot like D&D. However, the way you spend them can be different. So you could spend all of them on certain things, and also certain spells take up 2 actions, or even up to 3 actions. So there are certain things you can do that take 2 or 3 actions instead of, just doing one at a time.
Yeah.
Makes a little more sense. It'll make more sense as we play it.
Yeah, some things cost only 1 action, some things cost 2 actions. So you could do 3 1-action actions.
Yes.
Or a mixture, however you feel like. Let's see.
The mimic moves its way towards you. It doesn't make it all the way. It moves a little further towards you and finally does make it to see you. So it's slow.
Good.
Not that quick. At which point it then strikes out with its tongue. Oh, critical hit.
Get out of here.
Damage is gonna be 2d8 plus 2. That's 13 points of damage.
Hang on. Where are my hit points?
It's gonna be on your main page.
Main page. Max. There we go.
Yep. So the interesting thing about summoners is that summoners and their summon partner share hit points. So if all gets hit, you lose hit points. If you get hit, you lose hit points, and you share the same hit point pool.
Okay,
Because
cool.
of that, however, you have a lot more hit points than average. In fact, at level 4, as you are right now, you have 60 hit points.
Heck yeah.
So
I'll take that.
You have 60 hit points. You just got hit for 13, so you're down to 47.
Gotcha. Do I have reactions or anything
You
like
do
that?
have reactions.
I do?
You've got a couple.
Whoa, what did I hit? You're
let's
doing
see.
that.
At this point in time, I don't know if you have any reactions available.
That I could use for this particular thing?
Yeah. They would be under your spells, though.
Gotcha.
All right, it is your turn.
Okay. I guess I'll take. Would you mind handling my HP? I can't really access that right now. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. Well, this thing seems awful. I don't like it in the slightest. Let's see. What does Timber do again? Timber
Drops a heavy item.
drops a heavy item on this thing. And then there's my spells. It's my first time looking at my character sheet, gang. I have, so in my spells, I have Breathe Fire, which I can spray flames from my mouth. I deal 2d6 fire damage to creatures in the area. I have Foraging Friends, which I don't think is remotely necessary right now, or useful. I can jump. I don't know if you know, but I can jump.
You really jump.
It's a spell. Apparently jumping is a spell. So next time you have to jump in real life, just think of yourself casting a spell.
Well, jump does send you 30 feet.
It does, like really far. Yeah.
So I would call that magical.
Let's see. There's Flame Wisp. I love that.
Yeah, we have kitted out Akai with a lot of fire.
Yeah. 3 faintly glowing wisps of fire float around your head. Each time you hit a creature with a strike, one of the wisps goes hurtling towards that creature. Oh, I kind of love that. Let's see. If you cast a spell with the fire trait, while you have fewer than 3 wisps, a new wisp appears. That's fun. And then Thundering Dominance. You shroud the target in a powerful predatory aura, amplifying its vocalization. Oh, that's sick. So I get to cast this on Owl.
Mm-hmm.
If I wanted to.
Owl would be able to roar mightily.
That's pretty great. Okay. And then Thundering Roar does what?
Thundering Roar does a significant amount of damage. Thundering Roar does 48 against a will save.
Oh, that's sick. Well, I want to do that. So I would like to cast Thundering Dominance on Ow.
So yeah, Thundering Dominance is a level 2 spell, so that takes one of your second level spell slots. It is also 2 actions, so you only have 1 left amongst you and Al. However, because you have a special summoner ability, you do get a bonus 1 action that Al can take, and he will take it in order to use Thundering Roar.
Heck yeah.
Let's see. What does he roar? Is it just a roar, or does he say something? Have you trained him? Do you have like a back and forth that you do?
Listen, this relationship is not me training Al. There's nothing. I think on the first week maybe there was like a level of, hey bud, let's see if we can get you to do some cool stuff, or get you to focus a little more. But it became very clear immediately that Al just does whatever he feels like. So I think it's just going to be whatever Al fancies in the moment. I think it changes based on his mood.
All right. Yeah, Al is sparking with energy right now, and he turns to face this mimic, takes in a deep breath, and yells, "Marimba!" And let's see. The mimic has to do a will save. So it gets +7 to its will, which is not bad. So it does make it save.
Gross.
Let's see. But I think that would mean that Al still gets to do damage, just half damage.
Gotcha.
Alright. That would be 9 plus 4 is 13 divided by 2, 6. Alright, so 6 points of damage.
Dang, that's not great.
And you have 1 action left for either you or Al to take.
I am going to then use the cantrip Glass Shield and raise the shield. Can I take movement to go in front of Al?
You only have 1 action left, so if you do try to move
movement
in
is.
front of Al, that'll be it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, striding is an action.
Well, I'm going to cast Glass Shield anyway.
Right.
This cantrip allows me to summon a layer of clear glass to keep me from harm. It gives me a +1 circumstance bonus to my armor class until the start of my next turn. And I am allowed to do shield block.
Awesome.
If something attacks me.
Nice. All right. So yeah, you cast Glass Shield. A pane of glass appears in front of you. The mimic roars and swings at Owl. Let's see. That'll be 15. What is Owl's?
Miss.
Okay, Owl's AC is actually pretty decent, but the mimic beats it anyway. So that's gonna be... Oh, yikes. That much damage. 2d8. Alright. So 9 points of damage for the 2 of you. And then Owl has to save for sticky. Because the mimic is sticky. And every time it touches you, there's a chance you get stuck to it. So Owl's gonna roll the save for sticky. Does not save. Owl is currently stuck to the side of this treasure chest.
Hey, what is this? Hey, that's your coin, bro.
I love that Owl just kind of became a static electricity cat and then just got stuck to the nearest thing. This is not good. That's what I feared. Okay. Dang indeed.
Owl is struggling against the side.
Let me light it up. Let me light it up. I can light it up. Let me light it up. I want to light it up.
That's not necessarily a bad idea. Could we potentially burn
Al
it?
can light it on fire. It'll be a 2-action spell on his part.
Cool. I would like to first. Let's see. Let's see. I would like to use timber first.
All right. So the mimic rolls a reflex saving throw. It does not meet it, so it fails. Go ahead and roll damage.
Excellent.
All right. Yeah. So you cast timber. This giant treasure chest does not move out of the way in time, shockingly. And
What's it get hit with?
and a large refrigerator appears out of nowhere and lands smack dab on this mimic, doing some
Excellent.
damage. Al goes, what was that? Oh, I know what that is.
And then Akai is just gonna kind of give a toothy grin because he's still in his kitsune form and go, "Ow, light
Yeah.
it up."
Light it up! Light it up!
And Al casts Ignition. Because he's exceptionally close, it counts as a melee attack instead of a ranged attack, so he does extra
Ooh.
damage. But first,
Heck
he has
yeah.
to roll to attack. Let's see, he gets +7. He rolled a nat 20, baby!
Nat 20?
Nat 20!
Heck
All
yeah.
right. So he rolls a nat 20 and he clears. So that's a critical success. Yes. AC 18.
Heck
yes.
yeah.
+7. Ooh, so close to more. But yeah, critical success. The target takes double damage and persistent fire damage. So that's
Ooh.
gonna be 46. 8 plus 14. 14 points of damage. And it is now taking 1d4 fire damage every turn.
Ooh.
All right. I was like,
Haha! How do you like that?
That was really cool. How is the mimic looking?
let's say if I were a spider that sings music that we don't have the rights to, I would say that we are halfway there, living on a prayer.
Gotcha. Horrific. What does Ao have in his spell list?
So for spells, has Ignition, which he can light things on fire that he just did. It is 2 actions though, so he can't use it again this turn.
Yeah, I can't do that again. I only have one, right?
Yes. I'll just kind of look.
I can bite. I know how to bite.
Don't bite.
I can bite it. I can bite it. Ah!
For now, I guess I'll cast Glass Shield just to protect myself again.
Sure, perfect. The mimic is going to attack you first this time.
Okay.
That's an 8 plus. And what is your current AC?
My current AC is 12.
But yeah, okay, so the mimic does hit.
As a reaction, I would like to use Glass Shield.
Nice.
Shield block. So
All right,
while
shield
the
block.
shield's raised, what is this thing here? It says when you shield block, the shield explodes in a shower of glass. If the creature that broke it is within 5 feet,
Mm-hmm.
the shards deal 1d4 piercing damage to that creature with
Yes.
a basic reflex save.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'll roll damage for you first. And that's
Okay.
gonna be... Okay, so that's... all right, so it was 13, but you have that shield up with a hardness of 2, so that 2 subtracts, so it's 11. You get 11 points of damage, and then it
Okay.
shatters into glass and does damage to the mimic instead. Or
Awesome.
as well.
Yes.
So go ahead and roll damage for that.
1d4?
1d4,
Okay,
yep.
gotcha. 2.
2, not bad, not bad, not bad. So if I could get a reflex save from you, that'd be great.
Gotcha. 15?
15 does not save. You're very stuck to this thing.
I hate that. Okay.
All right, Alice sees that happening and goes, ha ha ha, now you're stuck. Oh, now I'm stuck. You are
Now
both
we're
stuck
both
to
stuck
this.
to this
You're
thing?
both stuck. You're both stuck.
What a horrible gremlin.
And I forgot
Not
the mimic is
terrible.
also on fire. So it does have to
Oh,
take its
yeah.
fire damage. Al's like, 3 points of fire damage from the fire that
Ooh.
Al lit on it. But it is your
Great.
turn.
Fantastic. I would like to boost Eidolon
Cool.
as my first action, so I
Nice.
get to focus deeply on the link between me and my Eidolon, and boost the power of the Eidolon's attack. The Eidolon now gets a +2 status bonus to damage rolls with unarmed attacks.
Cool.
And then a bunch of other stats that I don't think matter. So
Alright.
that's going to be my first action, and then I would like Ao to use Ignition again.
Alright, cool. Al lights on fire to do some damage to the mimic. That mimic is... Oh, it's a roll of spell attack. Oh, very nice. Hits, no problem. The mimic catches fire, takes... Boo. Okay, because they are close. It is melee, so we're using d6s.
Yep.
Nice. If it were from a distance, we'd be using d4s. And this is... Ooh, a lot of damage! Okay, that's 13 plus. Alright. Okay, so that's gonna be 13 points of damage for this thing. Yep. Oh, it's not looking great.
Excellent.
Let's see. So that's 3. You have 1 bonus action that either of you can use. And Al is kind of struggling. He goes,
Let me bite it! Ay.
All right, Ao. Bite.
Al uses bite. All right. Hits. And with the bonus that you use for boost Eidolon does... Let's see.
+2 bonus, yeah.
+2 bonus. Yeah, so that's going to be 5 plus 2 is 9. Oh! So Al sinks his teeth and goes, and, and the mimic stops moving.
Sick. Can we escape? Or are we still stuck to
You
this thing?
unsticky. You eventually managed to unstick yourself from this thing. Al like,
Actually, I tasted.
Was it
Do
worth
you
it?
want your coin back?
Oh yeah, yes please.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab it.
yeah.
Ugh. Wash it off in the spring.
That was gross.
Yeah. That was quite gross. But hey, you did really well, bud.
Yeah, I know. All right, noodle time.
Yeah, and then I'll just making sure that all of the water is packed and we're ready to go. We head back down the mountain.
Awesome. Yeah, Al always knows how to get you back home. So you head back uneventfully, make it back in time. Noodles are made and had for everyone at Ryokan. Another successful night. Congratulations! You've done it!
Yay!
Wow, that was actually really fun. I panicked a lot. I don't know if anyone noticed, but I definitely panicked a lot. But
It's okay. The panic was
thank you.
mutual.
As always, thank you so much to chat for helping us design Akai and Al last week. Thank you very much for our patrons for helping us design this little adventure and all of its hurdles and everything
you.
in it. It was a lot of fun. And of course, thank you for sticking around and watching us try this experimental format. This was super fun. We had a great time. Thank you so much, gang. For those of you who haven't seen us play before, we actually do have our show on our Patreon at the $5 and up tier. And so as we close tonight and say goodbye to everyone and even see you next week, we will close with one of our favorite clips from our Isekai series. Hang on, here it goes. Sudden death and sudden life. Your bonus level 1 character in a Pop TTRPG. It have to be the Demon Lord. Thank you very much, gang. And we shall see you all next time, which will be, in fact, next week.
Stay safe, everyone.
Micah, please introduce us to your character.
I am playing Raymond Hikari, or Ray for short. He's got his jacket on, fairly stylish jacket, has sort of like a big collar that can also double as a hoodie. He has earbuds in his ears that's not listening to anything. It's not playing anything. Because he wants to make sure that he can hear what other people are saying and observe. He likes to fancy himself an observer. He likes to sit in the back and just watch all the peons as they try to float about their life within this system. He sees everyone sort of talking and enjoying themselves, and he thinks to himself, these naive fools, why do they even try? They're playing into dysfunctional systems designed to keep us in line, just like we are now. Don't they know? This world, humanity, it's all beyond saving. And it must be purged. It must be purged of its corrupt filth and be made anew. What this world needs is someone with clarity of vision, a ray of hope to illuminate the path to salvation. And I shall be that ray.
Ray, as you're thinking these things to yourself, as you are being that Ray, a college girl just sort of steps directly into your path. She's got like big brown eyes, her nose is like a little cute pink red from all the cold, and has like that big scarf wrapped around with her hair tucked under, and she's like, hi, would you like to join the volleyball club?
I can't.
Hi, would you like to join the volleyball club?
No, I'm good, thanks. You should probably ask somebody else.
But you have to. It's a chance to make friends and rivals and build beautiful things and try your best with a bunch of other people.
That's very cute. I appreciate it, but no thanks. And I try to step around her and go towards the building.
She whoop, right in front of you. Look! She points at the booth, and you can see like 5 guys in a row, each with like a different hair color, all in their volleyball uniforms. And like the one in the center is like, hey man, let's be friends.
You didn't tell me it was going to be this kind of show.